So we don't know much about the suspected shooter, but here's what we do know. His name was Thomas Matthew Crooks. He was a registered Republican who did give a small donation to a Democratic-leaning group. And in the wake of the shooting, Republicans have criticized Democrats for their central messaging be that Donald Trump is a threat to democracy. What do you make of all of this information that's coming out, A, and that blame on Democrats?
Sure. One of the other questions that I think needs to be asked is what kind of medications was this young man taking? Was he on prescription medication? Was he on antipsychotics? Was he on? I believe that anytime we have events like this, whether it is some kind of a mass shooting or a terrorist act or this kind of a situation, we're going to have to start getting to the bottom of what kind of meds these people are on. The other question that I think is absolutely legitimate for Republicans as Democrats for their rhetoric. They have been escalating it and escalating it and escalating it. And what I mean by that is just this last week, there was a magazine that had Donald Trump on the cover as Adolf Hitler. I'm going to say this again, and I'm going to keep repeating this. Donald Trump is not Adolf Hitler. There is only one Hitler. There is only one Third Reich. There is only one government that was like the Nazis during the Second World War and prior to when it started. When we equate people to Hitler, I think we are inviting this kind of action because I would bet that this kid perhaps thought that he was going to be a hero by taking out what the Democrats are describing as a Hitler. That's one of the problems. But the other problem is that when we equate a disagreement in politics, a disagreement in governing, I am a conservative. That doesn't make me a fascist. In fact, it's just the opposite. I believe in limited government. I believe in liberty. I believe in freedom. I believe in responsibility. I don't want the government telling me what to do, what car I can drive, where I can go, how I can travel, what I can eat, and how I can heat my home. Yet that's exactly what the Democrats do. But they turn around and they claim that Donald Trump is Adolf Hitler, and that if you're a conservative, you're a fascist. And then you turn around and you have people like this who tried to kill Donald Trump. The Democrats are, and their rhetoric are to blame for the escalation of this kind of situation, political situation in our country. They need to knock it off. But in addition to that, equating Donald Trump or myself or any other conservative or Republican to a fascist or being like Hitler completely downplays what happened with Hitler and the Third Reich. Hitler was an evil man who killed over 6 million Jews. And just because I believe in limited government or Donald Trump believes in limited government, it's crazy, but it completely downplays what happened with Hitler and World War II. So people need to knock that off. That magazine should be forced out of business tomorrow for putting that picture on the cover and having an article that electing Donald Trump is going to be like electing the Third Reich in the United States of America. It's ridiculous.